Alright guys, it's been a while since we've been on here and we wanted to say welcome back. First off, I'm a diehard Ohio State fan and we had a big win. This is on a side note, big win over the weekend versus Michigan State. So just want to say go Bucks and hopefully get in the top 4. Alright, so the reason why we took so long to put an update, there's a couple reasons. If you watched our last video, we had our second round of IUI, which was unsuccessful. And after talking with Lacey, after talking with the physician, we came to the conclusion that we're going to do IVF moving forward. There's several reasons why we're going to do IVF. 1, financially, 2, statistically, and then 3, just some of the medications that Lacey was on with the IUI, we'll talk about it, it thinned her uterine lining. So from the financial standpoint, as we've talked about from the beginning, infertility is very expensive. And for us, each month of IUI was costing around $1,500. And with our insurance, long story short, if you have any unused portion, you get a discounted rate. So 2 months of IUI is basically the same cost of 1 round of IVF for us. So financially, it makes more sense at this stage to not exhaust our benefits with a treatment that's only 10% successful. The Clomid that Lacey was on, like I mentioned, it thins her uterine lining, so another 2 rounds of that, who knows how thin it could be and who knows if the uterus could hold a pregnancy. So we talked with this physician about that, as well as statistically. So I mentioned before that IUI is about 10% successful, but IVF is 50 to 60% depending on what literature you read or what clinic you go to. So it kind of just makes sense for us moving forward to start IVF. So we're excited now. The reason why we took so long to update you guys is because after we made the decision of IVF, there was a 3-week period where Lacey had to go on birth control just to kind of regulate her cycle and to kind of get things back to kind of a normal female cycle. So I didn't want to put up a video, or we didn't want to put up a video just to say, we're going to go through it. Yeah, so nothing that was not too exciting, but it just didn't give too much information. So, I guess it could say round 3 or round 1, whichever way you want to look at it, but we're excited. Now we have a around 50% chance to have a baby.
So after deciding to do the IVF, like you said, I had to go on birth control to regulate my hormones. And then I had to see if I would be able to start my period on my own. And that was another reason we didn't post a video, is because we weren't sure if we'd be able to do the December cycle of IVF, because it all depended on if I started my period or not. So thankfully, even though it's been very irregular in the past, I was able to start my period during the week that they needed. So now going forward, we'll be doing Lupron injections starting next week, and then we'll be doing lots of other different medications, and then we'll do the retrieval, the egg retrieval at the middle of December, and then the implantation at the transfer like 5 days later. So we're doing a fresh transfer. Certain doctors will do frozen and certain will do fresh. We're doing a day 5 transfer, so it'll be fresh, meaning the embryos are never frozen. They're just harvested in a little petri dish and then implanted. The healthy ones would be implanted into me 5 days later. So going forward, we're just looking at lots of medications and then doing the retrieval and then transfer. And then hopefully around Christmas or New Year's, we'll find out if we're going to have a baby.
So, excuse me. So once again, over the past 4 weeks, 3 weeks, people have left comments below and just, wishing well wishes and sending their thoughts and prayers. So I can't thank you guys enough. I guess I never thought that, so many strangers would either A, be in our boat or would care, kind of what 2 random people would be doing just trying to, start their own family. So thank you for the support. Thanks for joining us on our journey. I'm a picture guy, and so what we're also going to start doing is on Instagram, if you want, you can do Sarge24, so it's SARGE24, and we're going to start taking pictures, just kind of just random things going on, the process, whether it's, absolutely, so whether it's meds or just the appointment itself, we're just going to kind of expand and, like I say, just start taking some more pictures to document our journey. So once again, thank you all for joining us, and we'll probably update you guys here in the next couple weeks. So fingers crossed and happy holidays.